What if Drake's biggest ally just turned into his worst enemy? Right now, the hip-hop world's buzzing, and not in a good way for the Sixth God. His latest video, Nokia, was supposed to be a massive comeback, a bold, IMAX-sized flex to shut down the haters. Instead, it's a laughingstock, and the guy leading the charge against it is Cenat, the streaming king who Drake once counted on to keep him in the game. This isn't just a rough patch, it's a full-on crisis, and the story's wilder than you think. Let's break it down. Drake dropped Nokia in March 2025, and he went all out. We're talking a music video shot in IMAX, hyped as this groundbreaking visual experience. He promised it'd be the reset he needed after a shaky couple of years. But when it hit YouTube, the reaction was instant and brutal. Fans called it a black and white bore fest, a far cry from the vibrant banger the song deserved. Hip-hop heads on X tore it apart, but the real blow came from Cenat. Live on stream, Kai watched it with his millions of followers and didn't hold back. He said it was dull, trying too hard to be deep, and even mocked it by acting out a version he'd direct. Think arcades, roller rinks, and actual fun. For Drake, this wasn't just a critique. It was a public gut punch from someone he thought had his back. But Kai's words weren't just shade. They hit Drake where it hurts. Cenat wasn't always the guy sticking knives in Drake's plans. Earlier this year, he was a key player in pushing some sexy songs For You, Drake's collab album with Party Next Door. That record dropped in February 2025, and Kai's streams helped Nokia hit #1 for a hot minute. Back in 2024, during the Kendrick Lamar beef, Drake even texted Kai to stay on stream for Family Matters, banking on his hype to sway the narrative. It worked, until it didn't. Things got messy when Drake filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group in January 2025, claiming they rigged streams for Kendrick's Not Like Us. In the paperwork, he named Kai and other streamers, accusing them of cashing in on the diss track. Problem is, Drake had been begging Kai for support just months before. So when Kai trashed Nokia, it wasn't just a review, it was a betrayal. And that flips just the start of Drake's nightmare. Here's the ugly truth. Drake's chasing a crowd that's already moved on. Nokia. The song's a catchy, upbeat joint, perfect for TikTok dances or late-night vibes. But the video? A gray, artsy mess that feels like a lecture, not a party. Kai nailed it when he said it should have been colorful and fun, not this somber Kendrick impersonation that landed flat. Drake's fans used to eat up his meme-worthy visuals. Remember Hotline Bling? Now, they're begging for that energy, and he's serving up something nobody asked for. Kai's not just some random voice here. He's the megaphone for Gen Z, the generation Drake's been trying to lock down. When Kai says Drake's out of touch, millions listen, and that's a problem Drake can't ignore. But there's one ghost he can't outrun. Kendrick Lamar's been haunting Drake since their 2024 beef, and Nokia just made it worse. Last year, Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, and it didn't just win the battle, it owned 2025. 5. Grammy wins, a Super Bowl halftime show that broke the internet and streams that won't quit. Drake tried to hit back with Nokia, weaving in little jabs at Kendrick, like those awkward dance moves fans swear mimic Not Like Us. But instead of standing out, it tied itself to Kendrick's win. The video's black and white vibe even echoes Kendrick's aesthetic, making Drake look like he's still stuck in that feud's shadow. And get this, Kai was caught vibing to Not Like Us at the Super Bowl, recreating Kendrick's intro in front of a roaring crowd. For Drake, that's salt in an open wound. His old allies now Team Kendrick, and Drake can't let it go. Then Drake made it personal. In January 2025, he sued UMG, claiming they pumped fake streams into Not Like Us to sabotage him. He dragged Kai into it, pointing fingers at streamers for boosting Kendrick's numbers, ironic since he'd leaned on Kai to push his own tracks. UMG clapped back, calling it frivolous, and saying Drake's just mad he lost the beef. Fans aren't buying it either. They see a guy who's flailing, not fighting. Naming Kai in the lawsuit was a bold swing, but it backfired hard. It's not just a legal L. It's a sign Drake's desperate, and that desperation's pushing away the one voice he needed most. because losing Kai might be the real dagger. Cenat's not just a streamer, he's a kingmaker. His word sways millions, especially the younger crowd Drake's been courting since Scorpion. When Kai says Nokia flops, it's not just an opinion, it's a death sentence for the song's hype. Drake needed that cosign to keep the track alive, especially after For All the Dogs barely made a dent in 2023. But Kai's done pretending. He's not afraid to call out Drake's misses, and that honesty's got more pull than Drake's OVO. Machine right now. Here's the kicker. Drake can't hit back. Diss Kendrick? Sure. Pusha T? Been there. But Kai? That's a minefield. One wrong move, and he alienates the exact fans he's scrambling to win over. Kai's too big, and Drake's too shaky to risk it. So where's he headed after this? Drake's been sliding for a minute. For All the Dogs in 2023 was a letdown. Too many fillers. Not enough fire. The Her Loss lawsuit with 21 Savage that year didn't help either. Nokia was his shot to turn it around, but it's a brick that's got everyone talking for the wrong reasons. Whispers are floating that he might sneak diss Kai on his next drop, but that'd be a disaster. He's already on thin ice. Petty shots could sink him for good. The guy who used to rule with effortless hits is now grasping at straws, and Kai's rejection might be the final push off the cliff. Is this just another flop or the end of an era? That's the big question. So here's where we land. Nokia was a swing and a miss. Kai's jumped ship, and Drake's grip on hip-hop slipping fast. Once the king of the charts, he's now the guy even his allies can't vouch for. The culture's shifting. Kendrick's thriving. Kai's calling shots, and Drake's stuck chasing a vibe he can't catch. Can he bounce back, or is the throne gone for good? Hit that like button if this drama's got you hooked, subscribe for more, and drop a comment. What's Drake's next play, and does he even have a chance? This is hip-hop at its messiest, and we're all watching it unfold.